Once recording started, ma'am, you can start the session.
Thank you. A warm a warm greetings to one and all present here. On behalf of Funimala Engineering College, I welcome you everyone who have joined us for FDP Cyber Security for Industrial 5.0 Secured Intelligent Experience associated with EMAX and CDAC Chennai. This event has been made possible through the affected loved security sir and correspondent Dr. P. Chinnadurai sir, MA PhD, and our director D. Shakti Kumar sir, ME PhD, and Dr. Saranya Shakti Kumar ma'am, MA PhD, and our principal Dr. K. Mani sir, and our HOD Dr. Jabashila ma'am, and faculty members of Department of Computer Science. The beautiful thing about a learning is no one can take it away from you. Today, the section is about ethical hacking and trusted tools. I ask Dr. V. Satya ma'am to give a profile talk about that expert from industrial persons. I welcome
Thank
Satya
you.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Gives me great pleasure to introduce our esteemed resource person for today's faculty development program. Before we begin the session, let me talk a few moments to share the academic and professional profile of our speaker. Mr. Saran Selvakumar is an embedded system industry professional with expertise in embedded system design, IoT, product development, research and development, and industrial automation. He successfully designed and developed an IoT-based smart warehouse management system integrating embedded hardware, cloud connectivity, and real-time monitoring technologies. This project was selected for exhibition in the China market, showcasing innovative warehouse automation, smart inventory management, and Industry 4.0 capabilities on an international platform. This achievement reflects his passion for developing practical, scalable, and industry-oriented embedded solutions. With hands-on experience in embedded system design, R&D, product development, project implementation, and operation, he has worked on building real-time embedded solutions, IoT-based system, automation products, and hardware-software integrated application for practical industrial use cases. He is currently working as an operation manager at Ematics Embedded and Software Solution Private Limited, Salem, where he is responsible for project execution, technical planning, embedded product development, system organization, and client coordination. In this role, he manages end-to-end embedded system development while ensuring performance, reliability, quality standards, and timely delivery. He completed his undergraduate degree in engineering from Mahendra College of Engineering, Salem, and has developed strong technical expertise in embedded C, microcontroller programming, sensor integration, hardware interfacing, I/O platforms, automation systems, and real-time control application. He is an active life member of the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers and a member of Udan Youth Club, contributing to technical mentorship, innovation initiatives, and student empower programs. He holds one international platform patent and one national patent, demonstrating his commitment to technology innovation, product development, and intellectual property creation in the embedded system domain. In addition to his industry role, he serves as a technical resource person delivering industry-oriented embedded systems, IoT, automation, and Industry 4.0 workshops while providing hands-on technical training to engineering students. This session focuses on bridging the gap between academic learning and real-world engineering application through practical demonstration, live projects, and product development technologies. We are indeed honored to have such accomplished industry personnel with us today. On behalf of the organizing committee and our HOD, I extend a warm welcome to Mr. Saran Selvakumar. I now invite him to kindly take over the session. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Okay. So I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So first of all, I welcome you all to the ethical hacking with the security tools workshop. So this is our first day topic, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, as a first day, today we are going to see, 75% of session will go into theoretical, and remaining 25 will cover as a practical, and remaining 3 days will cover fully with the practical sessions. Okay. So, why? Because without knowing what is what inside the security purpose, what are the fundamentals, and about the tools, so we can't able to directly enter into our practicals, right? Okay. So let's enter into the conversation. Okay. So first of all, why cybersecurity matters? So as per the statistics, so for every 39 seconds, one cyber attack will occurs in our world. Okay. There is a millions of phishing emails are sending daily and random malware attacks, business attacks that happens in all the places, right? So what are the foundations of security systems? First of all, we have the CIA tribe, right? So what is CIA? So CA is nothing but confidentiality, integrity, and availability, right? So all the systems are built based on these three principles. Okay. So then next, as of things, next we have the AAA security model. Okay. AAA stands for authentication, authorization, and accounting. Okay. So first of all, authentication means our backend service will ask the question like who you are. Okay. So backend authentication first asks the question who you are. Okay. So it identifies your password and OTPs or biometric, whatever the authentication system you have. Based on that, first the authentication system detects who you are. If you are an admin, or else if you are a user, or else if you are a end user, like that, it detects first who you are. Okay. Then authorization. So authorization means if like we can take an learning and management systems. Okay. So if in our institutions we have a learning and management systems, so those who are the peoples working on the admin side, they can able to create, modify, edit all the things in the application, right? But when we see it, same application from the student side, they just go and see their profile marks, these concepts only, right? This is the authorization. So those who the peoples have, what is their role and what are the authorization provided by the admins. Okay. Next we have the accounting. So accounting is, so organization, each application will maintain the username on which time you are logged in and in which IP address you are logged in and what are the activities you are doing. Right? These are the things whether all these softwares will monitor. Okay, these all the things are saved in your server as a log files. Okay, so this is very essential during the security investigations. If there is some attacks may happens in our application mains, so by you accessing the logs, we can easily find out at which time, at which part of the session the cyberware happens. Okay. So next we have lots of things of the depth in defense in depth. Next, zero trust capability, principle of least privilege. Like that, we have the lots of things. Okay. So what is vulnerability, threat, and risk? What is the difference between vulnerability versus threat versus risk? So first of all, vulnerability. So what is vulnerability? A weakness. Okay, the weakness. First of all, weakness. So what is weakness? So most of the people using their password as 123456, or else their date of birth, or else their phone number, or else their name, like that. The most of the people setting their password, right? This is very weak password. Okay. Next, we have the threat. Threat means so the anything capable to exploiting the weakness. Okay, so anything can capable of exploiting the weakness, that is known as threat. So examples: malwares, ransomwares, and hackers. These are the threats we have. So and then we have the risk. So risk is nothing but, so we know if we are setting our password is very weak, it was easily attacked by the hackers, right? But we are going to taking that risk. We are accepting the risk, right? Okay. So as per our first day session, we are going to see the trustable tools, right? So these are the list of tools what we have in this concept. Okay. Okay. So first of all, we have the Kali Linux, right? What we have? We have the Kali Linux. Okay. So why we are using Kali Linux?
So open source.
Yeah. So to using the consoles, we are using the Kali Linux. Okay. So in Kali Linux, especially the Debian based Linux, it's specially designed for cyber security professionals. If we are on cyber security professional means, so there is a lots of operating OS systems in Linux platform, but the Debian system was specially designed for cyber security professionals. Why? So why? Because it includes and it has a pre-installed tools for network security, web security, wireless security, password auditing, digital forensic, and reverse engineering. Okay, so the Debian based Linux system have the pre-installed tools for these things. Okay, what are the main thing? And then after that, what are the pros we have? It is an open source platform. First of all, Kali Linux is an open source platform. Okay, and they are frequently updating their OS. And then it has a large security community based system. Okay, so what are the uses we are using with the Kali Linux? So we can use for security research purpose, and if we are on large organization, we are going to test with the penetration. We are going to work with the penetration test. Means there we can use the Kali Linux, and for the digital forensic, if there is some cyber attacks that happen, there we can able to use the Kali Linux to for the purpose of digital forensic. Okay, so the main point as a Kali Linux security is a security testing OS. Okay, this system is not for the hacking, so we are seeing the ethical hacking alone. Okay, so Kali Linux is supported for the security testing operating system. Okay, next we have the Nmap. Nmap is nothing but a network mapper is used to discover the systems and identify the network services from where the system getting their services. Okay, for that we are using the Nmap system, network mapper. Okay, so it discovers who is the host of this server, and which port this application was running, and it identifies this what kind of service this application provides, and which operating system it was running, and network inventory where it was stored. Okay, these all kinds we can detect using the Nmap. Okay, then we have the Wireshark. So what is Wireshark? So Wireshark is nothing but to capture and examine the network trafficking. Okay, so why we are using Wireshark and why we are analyzing the network trafficking, sir? So because the hackers have very least points to enter into your applications. Okay, if there is a lots of traffic means they can easily enter into your application by utilizing the traffic time. Okay, why? Because all the system focusing on the clearing those traffics. Okay, in that time they easily enter into your application. Okay, then by using the weak passwords. Okay, so the main purpose of Wireshark is it can capture the packets, it analyzes the protocols, and it troubleshooting the network issues. And for the investigations, we are using Wireshark. Okay, so what are the protocols commonly we have? Commonly we have HTTP, HTTPS, DNS, TCP, UDP. These are the protocols we have, right? So from these protocols, we can able to capture the packets, what are the data packets are transferring, and we can analyze that packet and find the protocol and what are the protocols their uses. Okay, these all kinds we can usually can able to analyze using the Wireshark. Next, we have the Burpshoot community. So Burpshoot community is nothing but it is an platform to test whether the web application is secured or not. Okay, so first of all, it's a purpose of Burpshoot community was first of all we are going to check whether the web application is HTTP requested or HTTPS requested. Okay, and also it understand the web flow and test the web security and gives us the report whether this web application is secure or not. Okay, and then we have the John the Ripper. Okay, what is the use of John the Ripper? Actually, today we are going to see the John the Ripper actually. Okay, so what is the use of John the Ripper? This is a password auditing tool. Okay, this is an password auditing tool. It does not, it is going to evaluate our password strength and test the password policies and audit with some password hashes. Okay, so where we are seeing our practical, we will deep dive into the John the Ripper. Okay, so next we have the Hashcat. So Hashcat is nothing but a high performance password recovery tool. So by using this tool, we can recover our password. Okay, next we have Nikto. So Nikto is a web server assessment tool. This is a web server assessment tool. So by using this tool, we can identify the outdated softwares, detect the default files, and review the server configurations as well as the common server issues based on security network. Okay. And then we have the Metasploit framework. So this is the main framework whether we are going to use this framework to penetrating test. Okay, to perform the penetration. So to perform penetration test, we are using the Metasploit framework. Okay, so here what is our plus point, sir? So Metasploit framework is can able to penetrate only on the authorized environment. We can't able to enter into the unauthorized environment. Okay, so that's why I bring it in the ethical hack. So next we have the Hydra. So what is the use of Hydra? It's an login auditing tool. It is an login auditing tool. Okay, it evaluates the authentication system flows and reviews the password and its effectiveness, and also it has a test login mechanism to authorize the environment. Okay, so next we have the GoBuster. So GoBuster is an enumeration tool. So it's a very simple. It enumerate into our server. It finds the DNS subdomains and what is the DNS CNAME they are provided for this web access. Okay, so based on the DNS auditing, we are going to use the GoBuster. Okay, then we have a bot web. Bot web, that's just identification the technology websites. It's a very simple. By using bot web, we can easily find the web application was developed by which framework, or else it is developed by which programming language, what are the plugins used in that web application, what are the libraries they are used, and which server it was running. There is a lots of server, lots of different kind of servers. Okay, and also we can find which server it was running. Okay, So these are the tools we have. Okay. So as for the quick comparison, so Kali Linux is for security platform, Nmap for network discovering, Wireshark we are using for packet analysis, Bugshoot we are using for web testing, OWSP Zap was used for a web assessment, John the Ripper for password auditing, Hashcat for password recovery, Nikto for web server assessment, Metasploit for penetration testing, Hydra for authentication review, and GoBuster for enumeration, and what we've used to find the technology fingerprint. Okay. These are the trusted tools we can use in our ethical hacking. By utilizing these tools, we can analyze every web application in all the aspects, whether they are using HTTP secured platform or unsecured platform, or else the domain name was registered properly and it has a secure SSL certificate or not, in which port it was actually running, if there is any free port numbers to enter. Also, if there is a third party size linkage, if there is a third party plugins are used, and what are the list of plugins they are using, in which technology they are developed the application, like that, we can easily find out all the things of each and every web application. Okay. Okay. So whether we are seeing our practical sessions, we have to install 3 applications. We have to install the Oracle Virtual Box, Kali Linux Virtual Machine, Metasploit Table 2 Virtual Machine. Okay, these 3 concepts we have to install. Okay, okay. So first of all, I show you the virtual machine. Okay, so actually this is our virtual machine, Oracle Virtual Manager. Okay, see here already I have installed the Kali Linux and Metasploit Table. Okay, okay. So what is the thing, sir? So what is the thing we are going to see? It's a practical. Okay, it's a password strength testing by using. So which one is we are using for the password test? We are using
Awesome.
John the Ripper, right?
John, perfect.
Yeah,
Yes.
John the Ripper. Okay. So how it was like working? So why? Because if you are going to open an account in some application, so there if you have entered the password as, for example, you have entered a password as password 123. Okay, whether the password saved in the database as look like a password 123, definitely not. The developer should utilize some techniques. So they are going to decrypt our password by using they can use gensalt method, or else a hash method. They can encrypt our password and stored in the database. Okay, once you have created your password, you can't able to see your original password in any database if the developer uses these encryption steps. Okay, if the application developer uses the encryption steps, so you can't able to see your original password. Okay, encrypted password alone stored in the database, and whether again you log in, you are entering your original password alone. Okay, that password also again encrypted, then only compared with the database data. Okay, but whether we come with the John the Ripper, it cannot reverse the encrypted password. Okay, first of all, it cannot be reverse the encrypted password. It just compare the password by generating its own hash maps. Okay, so first thing I have said you, right. So most of the peoples we are using the very big password like 1234, or else your name, or else your date of birth, your phone number, like that only. We are most of the peoples we are using the passwords, right? So by if we are using the passwords like that, it is easy for the hackers to find your passwords. Okay, that is the concept we are going to see today. How the hackers finding your passwords. Okay. See here, first of all, for example, I will show you one thing. So I have an application. System that I turn on my location. This I will turn on my location.
Sir, if you're changing this permission, security permissions, it won't be
Yeah.
affect our system.
This is not a security purpose. This is for our application security. So if I am turned on my location alone, I can able to log in my application. Why? Because if I am was outside of my office, I can't able to log in my application. Why? Because we are geo-fenced our application. Whether we are inside our office only, we can able to check in our attendance. And also, if the peoples are utilizing our application outside the area means they can easily breach our application, easily get some data from our application. For that reason only, we have geo-fenced our application. Whether if we are inside our office, then only the application will opens login itself. Okay. So I will show you another application. This was not offline.
Okay.
Okay. So here I have a e-commerce. This is one of our client project. Okay. So here I'm going to log in my account. Okay. So now I have logged in this application. Okay. So see here, I'm going to inspect. This is a developer console. Okay. So here I have the networks. Okay. And as well as I have the applications. See here. So here, what are the, I already say you right. So whether you are using on a web application, what are the actions you are doing, what are the activities you are doing, that all stored in your session storage. See here, this is my session storage. Okay. And also, see here, in my local storage. So this is my information, what it has been stored. Okay. This is the information that was getting in this console. Okay. So by using this alone, the people can't able to see my password, they can't able to see my what is the access I am having. But by utilizing this session ID only, see here we have the one token, right? So by using this token alone, I can easily able to access your profile. Okay. So first thing, if we are using any web application or else any software, after completing our purpose, just log out the system. Say I will show you. I have logged out my session. I'm again going to the inspect application. See here, the no values will stored. Okay, why? Because I'm showing this means, so most of the hackers by utilizing this alone, they are entering into your applications. Okay, so like that we are receiving lots of mails and messages and lots of phishing links, right? So if we are clicking any link means, so some default they are going to asking you to log in with Facebook. For that you are going to enter your Facebook credentials in that web application. Okay, they can easily get your session ID. Okay, so what they can get your session IDs. Okay, by using that session ID, they can access your profile and your balance in that Facebook account. Okay, so for that only, if you are completing your work in that particular operation, we just log out and come back. Okay, if you are log out, it means that token will expire. Okay, the token will get expired. They can't able to use that token. Okay, this is the main concept. So okay, so just we enter into our practical. So first of all, so we are the user, we are going to create the password, and that password was hashed and stored in the database, right? Okay. So after that, again we are login. While we are login, the password was again hashed and compared with the previous password. If it is matched, then only you can able to log in. Right? So here, what are the things the web application will generate means it generate one session ID for you, and also it's generate one token. Okay. By using these two things, I can easily access your system without your username and password. Okay. Okay. So now I'm just turn on my Kali Linux. Okay. This is our Kali Linux interface. Here we have the PC system home. So file system and trash bins. And in Kali Linux, by default, we have the Firefox. Okay. If we want to use the Linux side, means we can use this Chrome. That's it. And we have the terminal. So I'm just going to open this terminal. Okay. Okay. So first of all, in the commands for Linux was a little bit different from Windows. So Windows command and the Linux commands are totally different, right? Okay. So first of all, we have to update our terminal. Okay. So I'm going further in another command sudo apt update. I'm entering my password. So it automatically updates all the library files or packages, what are the things are installed in this Linux software. Okay. Just we wait for the 2 minutes. It will complete in 2 minutes. Okay. So it has been completed. Okay. So now what I am going to do means I am going to enter on password and make it into encrypt. Okay. And I am going to save that encrypted code in one file. Okay. After that, I am going to become one hacker. Okay. So for I am going to create one file. In that file, I am going to enter some keywords. By using that file, I am going to breach that password. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's see that. What is our first step? We are going to create a password. Okay. So first, I am going to create one password. That is password 123. Okay. Open SSL. Password -6. My password was password 123. See here. Say we have received one thing, right? Actually, in this format only your password going to be saved. Okay. Not it directly, it does not save directly as password 123. In this format only your password is going to be saved. Okay. I'm just copy this. I'm going to create on file named as passwords. Nano password.txt. Sorry, spelling mistake. Nano password.txt. Okay. Inside that, I'm going to paste that link control UO, enter, control X. So now this password was saved in one file, right? Just imagine that text file as your database. Okay, that text file as your database. Okay. So again, I'm going to create another password for as 123456. Just entering. Sorry, not without command. I have put open SSL password -6 123456. This is my another password. So for this also I am received on code. Just copying this. Enter into that file. We will paste it over here. Okay. Okay. So now I have entered the two passwords. Right? So now I have entered the two passwords. Okay. Now I am going to find your password. I am going to find your password. So for that I'm going to create one file as nano words.txt. Okay. So as a hacker, I know what are the common passwords the users are utilizing, right? So most of the people's using the password is 12345, and some people's using 1234, some people's using 1234567 8, and some people's using 123456, and some people's using their date of birth as their password. Some people's using admin as a password. So most of the admin consoles having the password is admin123 or admin only, right? So admin123, secret123, password, password123. These are the big passwords, right? So also we have entered the weak password alone, right? So I have created this file and save it. So that file was saved. Okay. Now I am going to test the application, find the password. Okay. So for that we are going to use the John, right? So John hyphen word list, not words. This is a file name I have created. Words. Words equal to words dot txt space password dot txt. I'm just entering and running this command. Unknown option. Hyphen words equal to words dot txt okay. So we will remove that file and rename it. Okay. So remove dot txt. Okay. So start from the starting we can do. Okay. Create a new terminal. So what is our first step? We're just going to create one password, right? So my password was open SSL password -6 password 123. So I get my code, copy it, nano hashes.txt and just paste that, save that. Again, I have one password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Sorry, open SSL password -6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I received the code, copy. Okay. So now I have pasted the things. Okay. Next, from the hacker side, I'm going to create my own word list. Okay. So nano word list dot txt. So what are the names I know? So most common password is 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Password password 123, admin 123, user ABCD, etc., right? Okay. So I'm going to just save it. Okay. Now by using the John report, I am going to find the password, right? So I have not saved this original password. I have saved only this encrypted form, right? So I'm going to use John hyphen word list equal to word list dot txt access.txt. See here, it finded the password. So it got the password as, is it your saved password as 123456 and password 123. Okay. So how long it takes to detect this? How long it takes to detect this?
2 minutes.
Yeah, just in this, I am just enter this command. Within 2 seconds, it has detected the password. What is the password there, right? So now we can enter some password with a strength. We enter some strength and password. Okay, so I'm going to use at capital A B C D hash 1234.
Now they are asking about 16-digit passwords earlier.
Yeah, sure. We can count with 16 digit. So at A B C D and have a capital D 123456 experimentary mark KL. This is my password what I am going to use. Okay. So wait a minute, I will copy it. Copy. Open SSL. Password -6. Standard. Event not found as. I have entered given with the extra spaces. Open SSL. Password -6. This is the password. So at WIDJDHDKKH123 percentage simple ML. This is the password. This is the hashed strikes. Okay. I am going to save the strike in my database. Okay. What is the name of our database file? This is hashes, right? So nano as inside that I'm going to paste it and save it. Okay. So again, we are going to compare the file. It is you can able to find our password or not. We will check. Okay, it was completed, but it shows that remaining one password hash, right? It can't able to encrypt or find the one password. So totally we have created a 3 password, right? See here, totally we have the 3 encrypted passwords. Okay. So from that, the 3 password has been loaded and 3s are with a different solve technique. Solve technique means, see here we have a symbols and a mixture of symbols and alphabets and numerics, right? This is the solve technique. Okay. So all the 3 are used by the different solve techniques. Okay. So it can able to find the 2 password, but can't able to find the 3rd password. Okay. So how can we see that? So I'm just entering John hyphen show access.txt. See here, it has finded the two passwords, one password left. Okay, so this is why I'm telling means. So the most common passwords are known by the hackers. I'm just given here with the example of in my from the hacker side. In my word list file, I have just entered with a six password, six type of passwords alone. Okay, but you think that if some hackers decided to hack our application means how many different kinds of passwords? I already told you that. So most of the us using our database as our password, right? So they are using some softwares and and generate the all the dates in formats. Okay, so from like that software automatically generate 010 0101 2001 010 0201 2001 02 0301 2003 like that. The software generated and gives to them. They easily copy that and paste it in that web file. Okay, this is one kind, right? And another thing was probability. By using probability in alphabet total we have the 25, 26 alphabets. Okay, so my target was 4. Okay, in by using 26 alphabet in the form of 4 combinations, there is a lots of words will be formed. Okay, those all the words will be generated by some application and they are stored in that word file. Okay, by utilizing this they can easily breach your password, they can easily find your password. Okay, how they find my password, sir? first of all how they find my password? Why? Because in today's all the developers are using the encryption technology and they are provide with the SSL certificate. Okay, if the application was working with the SSL certificate means it was a secure platform. Okay, and there is a no vulnerable attacks. Okay, so then only they can you able to access or find your password by utilizing your session ID, what I have showed you before in this website, right? So I have already shown you in this website, right? So what is first of all we have your session ID, and as well as yeah, there is also one token was generated for your login. Okay, so if you are logged out the application means that that token get expired, they can't able to use that. Okay, by using that they can find your username. Okay, so now easily have got your username, right? So then how can I get your password? By using this technique I can get your password. By using this technique I can get your password. So after getting your password I easily I can hack your application, whatever the things I can do. Okay, so here the concept was, so while creating the password must use the mixture of numbers, alphabets and symbols. Okay, so the next thing, there are some phishing mails. So first of all, google.com, this is an official website, right? See here, it does not shows any warning or it's directly open, right? So instead of double O, I'm entering triple O. Google.com. See here, I'm entering triple O. Just enter it. On it again enters the google.com. Microsoft login.com. This is not an secure platform. Okay. See here, this comes from the HTTP request, not HTTP request. Okay. So we are just noticing that not Microsoft alone, right? So as our human mentality, we just notice, oh, Microsoft, this is a Microsoft website. Just our mindset will goes there only, right? But this is on phishing link. Okay, so inside this link, it automatically case if we are giving advanced proceed to the unsafe means, it redirect us to the one website. Okay, so now I have blocked that, so not opening for me. Wait a minute. Okay, so now it takes me to an official website. Okay, if this is a real one or not, how can we find it is a real one or not? See here, this is a pure phishing website. Okay, so is it a Microsoft website comes with it's a blank page? Is that a Microsoft website that comes with a blank page? Not. There must be a something, right? This is one of the phishing website. Okay, so like that, if you are receiving some mails, etc., okay, so before entering into that mail, just the first thing what we have, so just one question, okay, you are receiving one mail like there is a one offer that experience in 10 minutes, just please click the link to claim that offer, like that you are receiving one mail. What is the first thing you are going to do? So you people are receiving one mail that have some offers that will be claimed only within 5 minutes. What is the first thing you are going to do? There is a one button, click here to claim that. What
We
is the
have to
first thing you
check.
are going to do?
We have to check whether it's genuine or not.
How can we check that? So without clicking that link, we can't able to find whether that is a authorized website or not, right? So then we have another step. See here, I have just received a code from Microsoft. I'm clicking the details. Okay, so I'm getting this details. See here. So from where I have received this mail. First of all, I'm going to check that domain name. It was received from the Microsoft alone. Okay, so again, same that I have another thing I will show you. So this is on OTP verification for one e-commerce application. Okay, see here. Here also it comes from the one proper Gmail. Okay, it's come from the proper Gmail. Okay, so from here itself, you can find that from where it mail was comes. Okay, first check the originality. Okay, after that, check whether this mail was secured or encrypted. Okay, check for the TLS. So then we have another thing. Let me tell show you. Show original. Okay, see here. It shows all the details about that mail, that message ID. So when it was created, okay, when it was, if it is a phishing mail means it was created and delivered to the people's for the long after long periods. By using this also you can check. So from where it was from, and also what is the subject. So and here we have a three test type of test. If that mail was paused in all the three means, then only it was a proper mail. Then if else means it was a phishing mail. Okay, so we have one myth, right? So we have one myth. What is that myth? We are people are having one myth, right? So what is that myth? So what are the mails we are received in the spam was fake mails, right? What are the mails we are receiving in the spam folder? That all the mails are spam, right? So that is not like that. If I have a authorized person, I am going to send over 500 mails per day. Okay, then the algorithm automatically push my mail into the spam folders, because it took it as a if they are spreading some forwarding content, they are sending some spam content like that, the algorithm automatically push to the spam contents. Okay. Okay. So then we come with our calling index. Okay. So actually we have started for the strong positive concept, right? We are entering into the some extra concepts. Okay. Okay. So this is our calling index. Okay, just stop this. Then we are going to enter our matplot table 2. I'm just starting this server.
So we are receiving more journal as it came from like editor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a similar only. How can we trace this test case and all? It's past only.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
How can we go again and test? Is it a genuine uh, editor mail or not?
Ma'am, as we confirm that means the most of the in that the most of the content based on the trust only they are scamming the people's mind. So that if there is some editors and there are also some spam companies, they are sending that mails. Okay, so you can check their originality by their domain name. Okay, if they are actually having their website means their website must not contain the more number of ads. Like this. Just a minute. So, for example, I'm going to one. So this website contains the lots of ads. This website contains lots of
Okay.
ads. Okay, if the website contains lots of ad means the definitely they are going to it's not 100% sure. Okay, why? Because for some SEO purpose they are using some backlinks. Okay, this is not 100% sure, but for SEO purpose they are utilizing some backlinks. Okay, if the and also for revenue generation some people's using the ads, but by viewing the website we can find that how frequently they are publishing. And the second thing, you can check their volumes. Like that, if in their website they are mentioned that we are publishing this number of volumes for every year. So for 4 months once we are publishing, 5 months once we are publishing, like that they are mentioned in their website, right? So you can directly check into their check that volumes in the published maybe in the IEEE Scopus, we can identify the genuinity, whether on time they are published or not, like that. So just a minute. I'm back. So on me. Okay, so Now I have opened my metasploit table. So I already told that for what purpose we are using metasploit table. We are using for penetration testing, right? So we are going to penetrate into an IP address and find whether the penetration was worked or not, or else if there is any vulnerable attacks, or else if there is any unoccupied ports like that. Okay. So first I am opening my console. I'm opening my Linux. Okay, so I'm just opening my terminal. Sir, console. Wait for a minute. Okay, so my console was started. So I'm going to ask first of all help. Okay, it gives you the what are the things here happening. Okay, next, I have to check the version. So version is most important thing here. So I have the framework 6.4 and console also the 6.4. So both the things are in the same version. It's an odd problem for us. Okay, if the framework and console in the different version means it will not work properly for us. Okay, so then next I'm going to search CSFT PD. See here, what is the things here it gives to us? So now, what are the softwares I'm utilizing? Okay, and what is based on that security purpose, it ranks it for see here. So it ranks it as a normal for Daniel and service, and also it ranked as excellent for this backdoor command executions. Okay, so then I'm going to check whether this software is ordinary thing or also old thing. Okay, so from here also we can know that it was from around 2011, right? So these both the softwares are around from 2011. Okay, Okay, so next we can check. See here, I have got all the details about that application. Okay, what is the name of that application? What is the module of that application? If it is licensed or not? What is the rank? What is the disclosure or provided with from where I have get that? Okay, son, if there is a model stability and checking support, as well as if it shows the FTP pass, it was in Mozilla. FTP user was anonymous user, someone was using. There is a not an authorized user using that. Why? Because I'm not having the login into this official portal. Okay, so for that it shows anonymous. So it host was Windows. It runs in the port number 21. Where it was run? It runs in the port number 21. Okay, so now I got my TCP port number. I got my TCP port number, right? So why this is important? Why this is important? So there is a lots of servers, right? So in a real world application, there is a lots of servers. Each servers have a lots of port numbers. Okay. For example, our system itself have a lots of port number. For example, so my system has a port number 5000, 3000, 3001, 3002, 3003, like that, etc., etc. It has a lots of port numbers. Okay. So each and every in each and every port number, we can able to connect and run the applications. Okay, if there is any port was unoccupied and it was not secured properly, means that is the entry point for the hackers. Okay, now I got the port number of this application. This application runs in the port number 21 in my system. Okay, so the hacker got the port number of the application. Then the hacker needs only one thing. What is the IP address of my system? What is the IP address of my system? If they got the IP address and port number of my system, means they can easily, by using this software, they can enter into my application. Okay, what is the use of IP address? It's not just internet protocol, right? So there is the IP address for each and every. For example, so our company website, actually our company website was here. Our company website was ematixsolutions.com, right? So as we know, only the ematicsolutions.com, right? But actually, our company domain name was 156.67.219.195. This is our company name. And just entering this, it shows the 404 not found. Okay. Why? Because I have not entered the port number. Okay. So actually, this is the name of our website. Okay. Instead of this, we are using ematicsolutions.com. Okay, this will helps us to enter my application, right? So like this only each and every system works. For example, so this is an application. Okay, so see in my device manager, I opened my device manager. So this is on a small person. If the here I are not port setting, just a minute, I will make it as to show. Okay, so nothing but, so if you are going to open your device manager, you will see a ports option here. Okay, you will see the ports of something ports option here. If just click that port option and see that if what are the ports you have connected. So now I doesn't connected any external device with my system, so it doesn't show any ports there. Okay, if you are connected in this system virtually or physically, it shows the port there. Okay, what does it means? What are all the external devices that are connected with the system? Okay, so if some hackers are come there, just they are plugging a pen drive with your system, their malware will enter into your application and it occupies in one port number. Okay, so by clicking this port number, you can see what are the ports, what are the unauthorized ports are active in there. If there is an unauthorized ports are inactive, just click that port and enter into the properties, kindly remove it. Okay, so why? Because that may be an any malware software or else maybe any unethical things. Okay, so in some system, the in common basically there must be 10 to 15 ports will be occupied. Okay, and there we the first thing you have to notice whether that is a Bluetooth or a Wi-Fi, like that. There will be they mention that this is occupied by the Bluetooth port. This is occupied by the Wi-Fi port, like that they are mentioned. Okay, if there is any port without that name or like as an unauthorized device or use serial bus alone means that you have to be aware. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear, guys?
Just we have to enter into the device manager and check that is enough.
Yeah. So we just enter the device manager. So just open the device manager. So there is a lots of options. Okay. So here now I have not connected any device with my system. That's why I don't have the port option. If you have here, it's a port option means just click that port option. Okay. Inside that you will see port 4 occupied by the Bluetooth, port 5 occupied by the Wi-Fi, port 6 occupied by the CHP 741. So port 8 occupied by the disk manager, like that it shows. Okay. If there is anything known as a unauthorized device or else USB named itself only USB, like that means you have to be aware of it. Okay. So without your knowledge, there must be not any port will be occupied in your system. Okay. So just a minute. Like that only it will show. So it shows the USB root hub USB 3.0, right? So like that, the in port option, you will see that uh, in Bluetooth that was occupied in the COM port number 3, Wi-Fi COM port number 4, printer COM port number 6, like that it will shows. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
By
Okay.
using the TCP port, what can we do with the use of TCP port?
So by using the TCP port, they can easily enter. So first of all, they can easily know the port number, which port, because each system has a lots of port numbers, right? So they can easily know where this system, this application is running. Second thing, they want to know your IP address. If they know your IP address means, so IP address colon, if my this was running in the port number 21, right? So my system has some IP address. So I'm just entering that IP address colon 21 means I can enter into this port. I can able to enter into that port. Okay. So in that port which was running, this application was running. So I can be able to access the data in this file, in this application, as well as I do. Is it clear? So in simple, I will show you one thing. So I have opened my server. So actually, this is a IP address of our website. Okay. So this is the IP address of our server. Okay. So here we have the lots of ports. So here we have the lakhs of ports. Okay. So just seeing that curl $5,000. There is no any application running in the port number 5,000. So I'm just entering the curl 5,000. It does not source anything because that port was empty. Okay. So if I'm entering here means it shows that doesn't show any port values. I have hidden that. Okay. It shows the where it was running. It was these all the applications are running or not. Okay. So here it has a runtime. So I know the port number. If I know the port number of this application means I can easily, if for example, we can take this, here is a first application, right? This was running in the port number. We take an example of port number 3033. Okay. So it was running in the port number 3033 means by accessing this IP address and the port number, I can enter into this application. See here. So I'm going to use so I can able to easily enter into the application. See here. So it shows that not found, right? But if the data are found there means I can enter into here. From here, I can access the port. Okay, but it was protected. I can't able to access it. Okay, see here the local switches, it's empty. If I go this and console, okay, it does not gives me anything. Why it not gives anything? So because we have protected that. Okay, so if you know the port number, you can't able to access that. Why? So here we have in our coding side, so we have protected that our application with the cost policy, which was we blocked the other applications. Okay, so like if my backend was running, for example, if my backend was running at the port number 5,000 means, and my why because all the data are stored processed by the backend alone, right? So fine 5,000 my backend was running, and as well as my front end was running in 2,000 means. I'm going to write the code as you the backend must respond to the request from the port number 2000 alone. Okay. If the request comes from the port number 2001, it cannot give the data. Okay. And as well as there, I already said you one thing, right? It's a triple A concept, right? Authentication, authorization, accountability. Right? So if the attackers enter into the port number 2000, he is want to get the data from a backend. Okay. For the first step, he have to breach our password. Okay. He have to breach the password, or else he want to know the session ID or token generated. Right. So in that place, what the coder will do? So we will do that whether the user left the website, the automatically what will happen? Automatic token will get expired. Okay, like that the coder going to write the code. Okay, so see here this application like this application. So this is my currently development stage. So this is currently in development stage. So each and every time it asks me to log in. So if currently now I'm logging it. So again I'm entering into this application. It again asks me to log in. Okay. So why? Because this is on a big companies application. They need some most of the privacies. So for that, if they are working in the application, so for some emergency reason, they are just left the application go back means whether the system gets into the sleep maximum of 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. After 10 to 15 minutes, the token get expired, and again, if they some people want to access this means they want to log in. Okay. This will be done by the actual software developers. Here, what is the role of cyber security developers? What is the role of ethical hackers?
If anyone corrupt the file or freeze this, we can
Yeah.
able to identify.
Yeah. So as for the software developers, they can able to do this like maximum this alone they can do. Okay. But when we are coming with a network side and as well as a server side, there there the software developer can't do anything, right? There as the use of the ethical hacker will happens. They are going to create the some protection firewalls, or else they are going to audit their ports every each and every time. Already we discussed the tools, right? By using which tool we can audit our web's network. By using which tool we can audit our network.
So it's not clear. Come again.
By using which tool we can audit the server side or else web networks.
Nmap.
Nmap is a network mapping. Yeah. By using that also we can use that. So Nmap we can use for the network discovery. We can find the where it was running. Okay. So by utilizing GoBuster, Metasploit, and Bubshoot. Okay. These three, we are using these three. We can a little bit we can find that. So okay. So first of all, GoBust. Go by using the GoBust, we can able to find the DNS access.
That
Okay.
means it
If
will
there
be
is
scan your website. Am I correct, sir?
yeah. So
Scan the
Bubshoot is there. Yeah.
how it will
It will
be
scan.
scanning. Can you able to give me some example?
Okay. So first we go with the GoBuster. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
yeah. So one by one we go. So first we will GoBuster. GoBuster is a enumeration tool where it will finds the DNS structure where it was running and where it was showing, right? So first of all, DNS means the domain name system. So whether we come with a server side, each and every website must be registered in one DNS. Okay. To find the DNS with the DNS name, we can find that whether the DNS name was original or duplicated. Okay. There is a lots of duplicated DNS. Okay. For example, if I have on DNS record as in record in C name as A and record as ABCD dot, and it has some IP address to be noted it. So for example, it has IP address 106.56.97 like that, etc. It has some IP address. This is original. Okay. That's by utilizing the same DNS, I got their IP address. Okay. I got their IP address. I can able to create one new DNS in their name. Okay. So for example, abcd.com is one website means, so I'm going to create a.abcd.com as a,
Sir, your screen is not shared, sir.
so I'm just stopped, ma'am.
Okay.
So I'm going to create another thing as, see, I will share my screen and show you the things. Is it visible again? Okay. So
Yes.
actually, so this is our website, right? So ematicsolutions.com is our website. This is stored in my one DNS record. Okay. So after that, I want to create the additional DNS. So for example, so hrm.ematicsolutions.com. So this also comes under the same IP address, but DNS only differ. But the DNS was differ. Okay. So if I can able to know their IP address and their access point means I can create this sub DNS in their server uh, without knowing them. So they can't know if they are going to check their DNS only, they can able to know where is this is where from the from this DNS was created. Like that they can know. Okay. So before that they can't able to know there was a created a new DNS from some unauthorized persons. Right here, what they will be the ethical hackers do means they will protect their DNS records. Okay, by enumerating the DNS, and they have the directory. If there is a one server means there is a list of DNS records. There is a lots of DNS records. Okay, each and everything will be monitored and restored in the DNS. Okay, so they are using the Go Buster. They are regularly penetrating and analyzing the DNS records. If there is an unauthorized or unknown DNS record happens means they directly enter into the penetrating testing. Okay. If that port was accessed by anything else, or is that port was linked with any unauthorized persons, like that they are going to test with a metasploit. Okay, so by using the Nmap, we normally discovering whether the website using the secure platform or not, what kind of DNS they are utilizing, what kind of server they are utilizing, we can check it. Okay, so next by using the web shoot, that particular website will be analyzed by using which framework they are used and which type of coding they are developed and what kind of server they are utilizing. Okay, these are the things analyzed by the Berkshire. Okay. Okay. So, but from for today, we mostly discuss with an theoretical, right? So, but from tomorrow onwards, we not have much of theoretical. So, so on remaining 3 days, we have the three types of topics, right? We have the three types of topics, but we are going to connect all the three types of topics into the single concept. Okay, so for example, if I am going to take the topic as a phishing mail means in IIoT, how they are going to find that, and there what kind of technologies we can use, how can we prevent that, and like that we are going to see that. And at the next session, and based on that topic, we are going to see how can we prevent that, how can we detect that, how can we process that. Okay, so if you have any doubts. So why? Because mostly today we are seeing the theoretical portion alone. We just need to enter the just we have seen how the Kali Linux was running, how the Matplotlib table was running, and as well as very normal just password breaching. Do you have any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can ask now. Actually, someone asked that how the hackers attack using the TCP and port number, right? So first of all, during the time I have already said that. So they have must know your IP address. Without knowing your IP address, they can't able to do anything. Okay. So if they got your IP address means they will scan for the open TCP ports. Okay. So each and every earlier we discussed each and every device or server have the lots of ports. Okay, there must be some ports without any securities. Okay, the first hacker will scan for the open TCP ports. Okay, if there is an open port means they enter into the by using that port, the hackers will enter into your applicable your system. They access your data. Okay, this is the one thing. And next, the port number. I know your IP address. I know your port number. I know the port number where I want to enter, but that port was secured. But I know which application was running at that port, right? So I know the which application running at that port, and can I also able to find how can I get the data of that port by using that port. I know the application which was running, and I know the concept of that application. I am just analyze this application, and by use of that application, I easily break that security lock in that particular port. I enter into the application. Okay. So see, each port will opens for some time. Whether if you are logging into the application, the port will open for you. So in that time, the hackers can able to enter into your application. Okay. And during the traffics, if there is a lots of traffic means your overall system focusing on clearing that traffic. Okay. So during that time, there was a lots of collisions, right? So by utilizing these collisions, the hackers can able to enter into your data. Okay. And next, your request transfers. So if the request was transferred in the form of HTTP means it is very useful for the hackers. They can easily, we can openly see what is going there. If the request was comes from the HTTP means we can easily see what is transferring there. Okay. If the request was come from the HTTPS, it was encrypted and covered by the protecting layer. Okay. Yes, there is some harder decision to break the wall and get to the data. Clear? So in upcoming sessions, we are going to see these all the things one by one in the different formats. In IIoT, how they are securing their devices, how their hardware systems are secured from the vulnerable activities like that. We will see. And after that, we are going to see one by one. Okay. Okay, guys. So if you have any doubts or if you have any discussions, come for the discussion.
No doubt till now, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Kindly check the feedback form which is shared here.
Once again, ma'am.
Sir, can you please check the feedback form which is available in the chat window?
Now we will share the feedback link, today's feedback link, and also today's quiz, which will have 15 questions. We'll be sharing it in the WhatsApp group and also to the registered mail ID, ma'am. But we are preparing that. So give us some time, ma'am. Participants, that's all for today. Come to the end of day one. So thank you so much, sir, for being our invite and giving a valuable help for the participants. Again, I thank everyone on behalf of Animal Engineering College Management, sir, and CEO, ma'am. We'll see again by tomorrow on day two. The same day, we'll be sharing you the link of the day two session, both in WhatsApp group and also to the registered mail ID. So for day one is concerned, you all will receive